Well, as lawmakers and the governor inch closer to adopting a state budget, they're still wrangling over a number of policy issues being lumped into the spending plan.
Now, one thing that it seems that they have agreed to is banning those plastic shopping bags that stores have used now for decades because of their impact on the environment.
But in what some critics call a money grab, there's a proposed tax on paper bags. Here's 2 on your side's Dave McKinley.
You don't have to look far to find evidence of what critics of the bags describe as their scourge.
The thing about these bags is they are reusable, as many of us do in our own homes, whether to line a trash can or the cat box, bag up a lunch, or bag up that which your dog leaves after he's had his. They are also entirely recyclable.
A more than decade-old state law requires stores to provide that service and for that to be printed somewhere on the bag.
Thank you.
This one does so in rather bold letters, where it also reminds the bag itself is made from recycled materials. But studies show that a very small percentage of these things actually do get recycled, and due to their flimsy nature, if they end up as litter, they tend to drift with the wind. They get hung up in trees, end up in streams where they could impact wildlife, or caught up in fences near a host of other unsightly materials, none of which, at least for now, the state is proposing to ban.
We still have paper bags here, and a bunch of our customers will prefer paper bags.
But paper is no panacea, according to Wegmans, which says they're more expensive and costlier to the environment through the cutting of trees and firing of paper mills to make them, and the 7 times as many trucks it takes to deliver them as the same number of plastic bags. So the state wants to move people away from both. First, by banning the plastic bags and forcing stores to charge 5 cents for every paper one provided. Stuart Green at Bray Miller Market says the stores don't get to keep that, though. The state does.
It's a straight-up tax.
And though it may cost him more to provide more paper bags, he will not put his own charge in place or raise prices to make the money back.
We usually find other efficiencies so that we can offset that.
Through all of this, the state hopes to herd shoppers toward using these sturdier types of plastic bags, which you bring with you to the store.
We certainly appreciate when people use those.
Although he doesn't think it means the end of plastic bags entirely.
From my understanding, if there's meat or a product that might have some liquid in it, we'll still be allowed, from my understanding anyway, to use plastic bags.
And from what we're hearing, there may be other exceptions, like those small plastic bags you get for the produce or the cold cuts or the bulk foods. And there may be some exemptions for folks using food stamps who would not be charged the paper bag tax, and who the government might provide those sturdier bring your own types of bags, which would be paid for by everyone else out of the bag tax.
But we're also hearing, Dave, about how local municipalities could possibly opt out of this, similar to the proposed marijuana bill.
Yeah, remember we heard about that, whether you could opt out or in. And yeah, under that proposal, the state would keep 60% of the tax revenue and return 40% to participating locales. But if they opt out, they get nothing. So this could mean, really, a store in one town would be charging the tax, and that same store in another town might not. But like in Albany, the devil's always in the details, right?
Of course,
and they'll work these things out, and they'll pass them at the very end, and then we'll probably find out exactly what this means.
Much ado over a paper bag.
But our bread will still come.
Bag.
Our bread will still come in a plastic bag, right?
I am counting on those to line my galoshes. Remember that?
Yeah, we do. Very nice.
Yes, we do.
Thank you, Dave.